today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL Preseason on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. Now, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Denver's offense now set to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hands it off out of the gun.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it and often in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They run a draw here on second down, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. There's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And how about this? It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after here coming up. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
2nd and 4. He fights it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 43. Dances by him. So holding there on the return.
return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 7.
Able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Right back to him on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That escapes the sack. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.